Yo, what's going on, you guys? KG Presents back here with a video, and today I'm here with some more must-have fantasy baseball players off the waiver wire. Now, obviously, we're already here in week 3 of the season here. The baseball season's already flying by. Absolutely crazy here. But today I'm here with some must-add players I think you should add onto your fantasy baseball roster. You got to keep winning here. It's okay if you start off with a close streak, that's fine, but you got to go and potentially win that championship at the end of the season. So, if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. So, the first player that I think you should be adding off the fantasy baseball waiver wire and onto your fantasy baseball roster is Charlie Blackmon. 12 of the Rockies' next 19 games this month will be played at home in hitter-friendly Coors Field, the home of the Rockies, of course. He's played 2 games at home so far this season, and he's hit .309 with a .905 OPS. He's seeing the ball so pretty well this season here, having only struck out once in 34 trips to the plate. He also has an average exit velo and barrel rate, both at career high levels. Shout out Charlie Blackmon for that. He also makes a great third outfielder in 12-team leagues and is a must-add in all 5 outfield leagues. Now Charlie Blackmon, so far this season, he's been playing pretty well. So shout out him for this and everything. So far this season, he's hitting .333. He has 6 runs scored, a home run, 6 runs batted in, and a stolen base. So he's been doing absolutely incredible so far this year. He's helped ignite Colorado's offense from the top of the lineup, logging his second straight 3-hit game out of the leadoff spot just a couple of days ago. Over a couple of games ago, over a 6-game stretch, he was slashing .417, .440, and .625 with 5 runs, batted in through 6 games. Now, he did start out the year pretty slowly there because he was 1 for 12 over his previous 3 games. But ever since April 3rd there, he's obviously been killing it for the Colorado Rockies there. So shout out Charlie Blackmon. I think he's going to be a great addition onto your roster. I know obviously there's a whole lot of outfield depth and everything, and I totally get that too. But Charlie Blackmon's hitting .333 so far out of the year, and obviously Charlie Blackmon is just a great player in general. So if you want to take the addition, potentially adding Charlie Blackmon as even just a depth piece onto your roster, feel free to add Charlie Blackmon onto your team. Next up, we have Jose Siri. He's an outfielder from the Tampa Bay Rays. So Jose Siri last year literally hit 25 home runs, which is actually really good. So shout out Jose Siri for that. So far this season, he's in .263. He has 6 runs scored. He's hit 1 home run so far, 4 runs batted in, and he has 6 stolen bases. Now, prior to the season, Jose Siri said that he did want to steal a whole ton of bases this year, and I'm hoping that he can do that because that'd be really impressive if he's able to steal a whole ton of bases. And of course, if he hits 25 home runs again as well, that's great. I mean, his average last year, obviously his average, he only hit .225, which isn't the best by any means. But the thing is, though, you do not want to be leaving a player out there on the waiver wire if they're potentially going to be hitting 25 plus home runs, 25 plus stolen bases. You don't want to be leaving that on the waiver wire at all. That's why I'm saying that I'm recommending that you guys pick up Jose Siri so far this season. I think that'd be a great addition onto your roster. Jose Siri, his walk rate is definitely up this year, so that's also a good thing for Jose Siri himself. I'm really hoping that the average doesn't go down because that's going to be such a huge big factor in his game. That's definitely not going to be good for fantasy baseball players. And of course, Jose Siri himself. Jose Siri, he's on currently a 4-game hitting streak, 1 for 3 in each of the games against the Angels. And he finished the last game against Rockies on April 7th, 2 for 4. I mean, the stolen bases, we're never going to deny that Jose Siri is not a fast outfielder. And of course he is. That's why he's stealing so many bases right there. But also, Jose Siri has a bit of a health issue, but we'll see how this goes down. So either way, today I'm recommending Jose Siri onto your baseball roster for this upcoming season. And like I said, like literally with Charlie Blackmon just before this, I know outfielder, there's a whole bunch of depth on the roster in the outfield position, and I totally get that and everything. So if you don't want to add Jose Siri, it's fine. You don't have to add Jose Siri. If you prefer Charlie Blackmon and his higher batting average, feel free to do that. But if you're looking more for someone with the home run and stolen base capability, I definitely go for Jose Siri. If you want some more batting average, more hits, Charlie Blackmon is your man. So you can decide between the two of them. I'm just giving you a couple options here to work with, and hopefully either of these options are going to be beneficial to your fantasy baseball roster this season. Next up, we have Orlando Arcia from the Atlanta Braves. I also know that shortstop is one of the deepest positions in fantasy baseball between this season and start of last season. Feels like we aren't putting enough respect on Orlando Arcia's name. He's actually tied with Mookie Betts for the league lead in doubles with 5 through 6 games a couple days ago. He's also hitting impressive .393 and has the shortstop position locked down, maybe the most potent offense in baseball. I mean, you do not want to mess with the Braves offense, that's for sure. It doesn't matter where Arcia is hitting in the line, but obviously it's usually towards the bottom. But the thing is, though, he is going to produce. That Braves team is just really good. This is about riding his hat streak right here. Last season, he did hit 265, though. He hit 17 home runs, which is obviously like the biggest numbers of his career. He was an all-star last season, so shout out Arcia for that. So we'll see how this goes down. It could have been a fluke year, but the thing is, though, usually like they're on the Braves and everything. The Braves are always pretty good. His average exit velo, barrel rate, and heart rate are all in line with last season so far this year. His 84% contact rate is actually a career high. There's a lot to like here, even in shallow leagues. So I'm recommending Orlando Arcia. The 29-year-old shortstop has racked up 5 multi-hit performances in Atlanta's first 9 games this year, which is absolutely incredible. He's batting a dazzling .417 with 5 doubles in the early going. This is prior to yesterday's game against the Mets. He went 0 for 3 against the Mets, but after April 8th, though, 3 for 5 against the Mets. Absolutely killing it. He's also been a big contributor, driving in runs. He's also scoring runs as well. So definitely add Orlando Arcia if you are looking for some shortstop depth. Hopefully the home runs come back, though, because if he has 17 home runs again, 270, it's a pretty solid season for Arcia. Next up, we have Tyler Anderson from the Los Angeles Angels. I know I'm showing you some Dodgers photos right there. Fortunately, I couldn't get my hands on some of his Angels performances lately, so my fault for that. So far this season, he's been absolutely incredible. He's only pitched 2 games so far. He pitched on April 2nd against the Marlins and April 8th against the Tampa Bay Rays. He's 2-0, 8 strikeouts. He hasn't given up a single run so far this year. He has a .79 whip, 7 innings against the Marlins, only 4 hits allowed, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And on April 8th against the Tampa Bay Rays, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So he's been absolutely incredible. He was a bit of a disappointment, I'd say, last year with the Angels, but he's been outstanding so far in his first 2 starts this year. Monday's performance was the second straight 7-inning scoreless effort, with both performances resulting in a win for the Angels. His next start this season is going to be on Sunday, April 14th against the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have been pretty good this year, so we'll see how well Tyler Anderson is going to fare against the Boston Red Sox. But if you're looking for some pitching help, and he's definitely on a hot streak right now, be sure to add Tyler Anderson onto your fantasy baseball roster. I think he's been pretty good so far this year, obviously. Last but not least, we have Paul Blackburn from the Oakland A's. So far this season, he has pitched 2 starts. On March 31st against the Cleveland Guardians and on April 6th against the Detroit Tigers. He's currently lined up to face off against the Nationals on Friday, April 12th. He's pitched 13 innings so far this season, no runs allowed. He's only given up 1 walk, and he has 7 strikeouts. The veteran right didn't allow a runner to get past second base as he fired 59 of 85 pitches against the Tigers for strikes. The 0 ERA, 7 strikeouts to only 1 walk. 2 very good starts to start his 2024 campaign. What has been impressive so far, his hot streak may not last too much longer, considering he has posted an ERA below 4.28 since his 10-start debut in 2017. However, I think you got to ride the hot streak while you have him here, especially going against the Nationals. The Nationals aren't the best team, so I definitely think if you want to potentially ride the hot streak that Paul Blackburn has started off the season, you never know. He really could make a jump and go back to his previous numbers there years ago. So either way, that's going to be the conclusion of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Hopefully these 5 players that I have listed today are going to help you with your fantasy baseball championship, not only this week, but your run for the finals championship at the end of the season. Hope you all have a great day.